Good morning, Dutch. Back in league action tomorrow, and again after so many games away from home, it's now our second home game in a row. You've talked about strikers and new additions to the squad. Is there anything on that front at the moment?
I think today's going to be an extremely long day. I've got a few meetings today, trying to bring at least a couple of strikers into the football club again, and hopefully they can be part of the squad tomorrow. So, it's been a long drawn out process, but it's not for the lack of trying. It's been frustrating because I've made no secret of the fact that we want to bring at least one striker into the club, and hopefully we might be there by tomorrow.
Yeah, with the exception of the FA Cup first round against Ashby, we have struggled to get the ball in the back of the net, haven't we?
Yeah, Anthony Dwyer's come in and done brilliantly. He's a young boy who isn't really an out forward, but he's done a brilliant job for us, and he's worked extremely hard, and he's been a great addition to the football club. So it's no slight on Anthony, and Anthony will be involved tomorrow, but it's just something that you need competition for places, and you need sort of a different type of striker sometimes. So I'm confident of the people that I've identified. As I said, it's going to be an extremely long day today, but hopefully it'll be worthwhile, and we can see a couple of new faces for tomorrow.
Okay, and so we're going to have to talk about Tuesday night. Obviously, we'll talk about the game first, the 86 minutes of it. We've gone 2-0 down, but then Ben Morris has scored an absolutely screamer of a goal to sort of get us back in the game then. How did you feel we were going at that once we got that goal back?
Yeah, it was, on all levels, it was a frustrating night. Hensford are a very, very good footballing team, very, very quick, very physical. And play some good football, but that's what we've got to aspire to. I thought for an hour they deserved to be in front, definitely. But as the game went on, we've obviously got ourselves in for a great strike from Ben, and you never know with 5 minutes left to go in a football match. We do get better as the game goes on with our fitness levels, so you never know. But we need to start the game better. We've got this habit at the minute of conceding goals just before half time, which is not good. We've worked on that, we've mentioned it. You make a couple of substitutions and you concede 20 seconds after you've made them, so that's another thing that we need to work on, and it's hopefully that experience we can get. Anton will be back tomorrow. That experience does help because they recognise situations like that, and they know the importance of not conceding at those vital times.
Yeah, and as we stand here and talk at the moment, we're still not sure, what the league's going to do, whether they're going to ask us to replay the game or if the result will stand. I mean, I suppose looking from Ben Morris, for his point of view, he's probably hoping that it'll stand so he gets his goal, won't he? But as a manager, what do you think will happen?
Obviously, as a manager of a football club that's losing with 5 minutes to go, you'd hope that the game gets replayed. I'm not holding my breath on it. I've been involved in football before where games have got abandoned, and because it's after 75 minutes the result stood. But there's no real precedent that the league you can go to and sort of say this is what they've done before, and you never know what the different rules with different leagues are anyway. So we'll just wait till the decision's made. If we do replay it, then we've got a chance to rectify it. If the result stands, then we've got to move on and forget about it and learn for the lessons from it.
Do we have a timescale, do we know, of when the league will be making a decision?
No, I think the league, the football clubs had to put a report in about the incident and the reasons behind why it happened, it's just a difficult time at the minute. You think you got over one thing and another thing comes along, and we'll get there. And I'm as frustrated as the players, all the staff at the football club and supporters, but we will get there.
Right, and so we'll move on to tomorrow's game now. Let's say it's a home game against Buxton. It's a team that's up at the top of the league. We just seem to be playing everyone when they're at the top at the moment, don't we?
Yeah, Buxton. I know their manager. I was Martin's manager at Mansfield for a short time. I know what his football teams are all about. They'll come, they'll work extremely hard, and they've had a great start to the season. If we want to do anything, we've got to compete against the teams at the top of the league, and they don't hold any fear for me. If we're right and with experience back in the Tip Football Club, then I think we can beat anybody in the league on a day. But equally, if we're not right, we can lose to anyone in our league on the day. So it's vitally important that we perform and start climbing that table.
And now we'll sort of move on. We'll talk about next week. We've the FA Cup draw was made on Monday, just gone, and we've got a home tie against Stourbridge.
Yeah.
Some high-scoring games against them over the last couple of seasons.
Yeah, you've got a home draw. You could have somebody from a high league. So Stourbridge are a good footballing team. As like we say, we've had some good, extremely tight games with them over the past couple of years. But that home tie, I'm sure we're more happy with what they are with it. So again, I'd rather get 6 points in the next 2 league games before that one, and then go into that. So
that's brilliant. All right, again, thanks very much for your time, Paul.
Brilliant, thank you.